Hey guys, this is the Stone Cold template tutorial. Pretty basic, simple one, but it's got all the classic elements. Pretty effective for somebody who wants something a little more toned down. And it has a option to do this really cool, like chiseled, etched logo design in the back. We'll get to that shortly. But yeah, we'll get right to it. Let's kind of go through these layers real quick, show you what we're doing. Right off the top, we have text light flares. That's just those kind of flares shooting across the text there. Then obviously you have the bottom text. Let's see, foreground smoke. It's just very subtle. Just right down in here, there's just some smoke, fog. You can change the color of that. I like to just kind of keep it muted, like a gray, light gray, a little darker gray, medium gray, something, whatever works for the image. Then we have the subject here. I just used this for this wrestling team. I custom made it for them and just decided to kind of release it to everyone else. Let's see here. Then we just have a vignette around the edge to make it darker. There's 2 levels of that, so you can turn one off if you want. Turn both off if you want. Turn on the other one, however you want to do it. I keep them both on. Top text, very, very simple. Just a name right there. That's it. Then the background. Let's see, we have just, again, just little layer of smoke here. There's probably, there's 2 layers of that. I like layering my smoke with just different colors of gray just to kind of give it a little more depth. So there's one, and this one's just real subtle right there on the top. And that's it for that. Let's see, and then you just kind of have this light shooting down and turn that on or off. Just kind of gets it a little more, just helps the subject stand out a little bit more. Then you have this texture that's on the background. You can turn that on and off. I like the texture because it kind of gives it more of a stone feel, or you can turn it off just to have it just the smooth design back there. All right, and then the stripes you're seeing is this guy right here, and there's effects on that, like a bevel, color overlay, some drop shadows, and we'll get into some of that shortly. You can turn that you can turn that completely off, and this is where your logos are going to be. So you'll see we have this guy right here is kind of got this etched look. I just noticed that. Here, let's try this. That looks better. I'll fix that before I release these, but yeah, it just kind of has looks like it's been chiseled or etched into that background. That's the school logo. So you have 2 options for the background there, or you can just use plain, just like a stone wall here, just for a real simple look. And then we have the background color, which is this. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to swap this out with a hockey player. So I'm going to turn on my autos. I have the move tool selected, but I'm going to turn on auto select. Excuse me. And I'm just going to tap on him, and you see it immediately goes to the sample image. I have this guy here. I'm just going to copy, or you can just drag it over from a folder, however you want to import it. And I'm just going to Command or Control V just to drop him there. Probably going to zoom it in. I did Command or Control T for transform. I like bringing the hair just over this text here, like that. Just a little bit of overlap. Let's see here. I'll drag the bottom down just a little bit more, right there. I'm not going to get too picky with it. This is just for a tutorial, just kind of show you guys what I'm doing here. First things first, I'll go up here. I still have auto select on. I have text. I'm just going to grab the text tool. I'm just going to type or tap anywhere on the name. Command or Control A to select all, and I'll type his name. let's see here. Then I'll go down, and obviously you can change the color of that if you want. I'm going to keep it gray. I'm going to come down here and do the same. So I'm going to type right here where it says North Lincoln with the text tool, Command A. This team is Pineville. I'm going to Command or Control A again on that because I want to spread these letters out a little more. Go to Character. If yours isn't here, it's going to be up here under Window. So just go to Character. And then this little block right here that says VA with the outward arrows, just use the up arrow in that. Just highlight all those numbers. Do up. If you want it to move faster, hold down Shift and then up. Cool. Then click OK. This is obviously hockey. So I'm going to change that to hockey. I'm actually going to come in here again, Command or Control A, and I'm going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to spread that out a little more. Just a little, right there. And this team is called the Falcons, so I'm going to go to the main team name, Command or Control A, Falcons. Alright, if that happens, I'm going to make that a little smaller just for tutorial purposes. So I'm going to click my Move tool, Command or Control A T because I'm still on the team layer. So Command or Control T to make that a little smaller. Actually, I told you wrong. Don't do anything yet. So I have team selected. I'm going to also select. I'm going to hold Command down and type text light flares. Now I'm going to do Command or Control T because that's going to bring those lights with me like that right there. If you mess up and you don't do that, it's okay. Watch, I'm going to undo what I just did. Say I do just move the team name. I'm going to Command or Control T just to do that. Now you see those lights look weird now. It's okay. Watch. We'll come up here. Let's just close that. Grab that top light. While you have the Move tool selected, just arrow it down until it lines up. And we're going to come to this bottom one. Do the same thing. Just move it down a bit. There we go. Not a big deal. Close that back up. Open these again. Let's see. The school. Pineville. I'm just going to move it back down since we shrunk that bottom one. Just line these up a little better. Now they look a little off, so I'm going to hold Command while I have Sport selected. I'm also going to select School and Team. You see I got the 3 selected, and while I'm in the Move tool, I'm going to click this little middle. This just lines everything up. It looks like a Christmas tree. Bam, everything's lined back up now. Easy, easy. Alright, let's see. Colors. Let's play with colors. So while we're here under the school or under the team name, I'm going to double click Gradient Overlay, and you see we have this blue from the last team. So I'm going to double click this lighter blue here. I'm going to do red. I'm going to do this red. I want to make it a little lighter actually right there. And on the second color, I'm going to double click it. I'm going to grab this red again with the eyedrop tool, and I'm going to make this one a little darker. So you just see we have this gradient now. Actually, I'm going to go back to this first one. Excuse me. I'm going to make it a little darker as well. Just like that. Easy enough. Now we're going to come back in here, try and decide. So now I can two-tone these if I want. Do like red and black. Let's see what they look like. I'm going to grab that background color. Just going to do like a gray, like a really dark gray. Like that. And then for the bars there, we're going to come here where it has the bars. We're going to click gradient overlay, or sorry, color overlay. You could do a gradient overlay if you wanted. I'm just going to make sure I have color overlay selected. Click that blue again. I'm going to come back and grab this red. I'm going to make it like a dark red. It's unsaturated a little by moving out this direction. Like that. So you can do it like that, or you can swap it out. Let's see, let's try to turn the bars dark, like almost charcoalish. Now let's go back down to the background color and turn that like a dark red. Either way looks cool. I think I do like the background red, but you get it. You see how it works. That's really it right there. If you want, you can go in here. Here, let me show you with the colors. The foreground smoke. If you want, you can kind of turn it red as well. Again, you see it's very subtle down there. It's not crazy at all. I'm going to turn it off. I just like keeping it gray. You can come down to the background folder, grab these smoke layers, do the same thing with those if you wish. I'm just going to keep them like they are. Now let's come over here and turn this off, and now let's do logos. I'm going to show you how I do it. If it's just a single color logo, here, I'll show you. If it's just a single color logo like what's in here now, open that up. It's just this guy. It's just a blue nighthead. It's super easy. Just drop it in there. If it's a PNG, just drop it in there. If you need to remove the background, you can do that. I'm going to kind of show you how we do that with this. The background has been removed, but this is multicolors. So here's how I like doing this. First things first, I'm going to go to select, and I'm going to go to color range. I'm going to grab this white and completely get rid of it. At this point, just follow what I'm doing, but kind of change things if you want. You'll see what I'm saying, you know, to get different effects. That's grabbing all this white, and I'm just going to hit, here's what I'll do. I'll do J, Command J. That's going to copy it to its own thing here. Looks a little sloppy, but it's okay. You're going to see what it does here shortly. So I'm going to hide that again. I'm going to come here again, and basically what I'm doing is I'm separating all these colors into their own layers. I'm going to do color range again. Now I'm going to grab this black. My fuzziness is all the way at 200. And I'm going to Command J again. Now I have just a black. Now I'm going to do Command D just to deselect, to make sure I'm deselected. So there's my black on its own layer, white on its own layer. Looks cool. All right, now let's grab the red. Color range, red. Command J to separate that. Now I want to turn this one completely off. Each color looks good. This white kind of has a weird outline around it. That's okay. Watch. I'm going to double click it. Color overlay. I'm just going to select white. Now the whole thing's white. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to grab all three of these. I'm going to hold down Command, and I'm clicking on all three of those. Copy. And I'm going to come back over here. I want to make sure I'm in the logos folder and paste them right there without touching anything. Here, I'm going to turn them all on. There are two of them are off. So I still have these three. Command or Control T. I'm going to make those bigger, and I'm going to let it run off the screen just a little. And there we have that. So you can kind of see, or it looks like it's just this etched logo in the background. It's pretty subtle. Let's see, let's turn the white off. Yep, all right, so the white was messing it up. So we'll keep that white off. So all we're using here is the red and black. But that's what I'm saying. Just play around with it, bringing all the colors over, turn them on and off as you wish. See what kind of effects you're getting from it, and see what looks good. To me, that looks cool. I'm going to leave it there. It's kind of interfering with the name a little, so I want to make sure I grab all of those layers. If you want, you could, after you select all the layers, you just grab a folder. That way you're just moving a folder. Make sure your auto select's off. Now you can just grab that folder. I'm going to hold Shift so it just goes straight down. Whoops. I don't know what I did with it. Here we go. All right, shift. So I'm just going to barely move it down just a little. So there you have it. If you want to play with that bevel some more, by all means, go in here under logos, bevel emboss. You can change the size of it, the depth of it, stuff like that. Just get crazy. So you can go in here and just get nuts with it. I prefer it how I have it at default on the template, so I'm just going to keep it right there. And that's really it. Now you have different backgrounds. You can do your school logo, or just kind of the generic stripe look, or nothing at all, or turn the texture off altogether and you just have this smooth background with smoke. Your call. You got several options here. I'm a big fan of the logo with this look, so I'm going to keep it on there. So there you have it. If you have any questions with any of this, please feel free to hit me up anytime, and I'll do my best to help you out. All right, thanks guys.